Hello! Right on time for my February favorites. Before I start, I want to show you my shirt. This used to be a t-shirt and I believe I got it in like grade 11 or 12 and I think I got it from Walmart. I ended up just cutting the sleeves off because they look kind of funny, but it's near and dear to my heart because I've literally had it since I was in my teens. And it's Betty Cooper. This attire would be so much more fitting if I was doing a MAC Cosmetics Betty and Veronica haul, but I'm not. I used to read a lot of Archie comics growing up and I'm pretty sure I still have them boxed away somewhere, so thumbs up for Archie comics. I don't have much to say about The Walking Dead this week. I'm just glad that things are finally picking up and that nothing's happened to Daryl or Glenn yet. And now that I've gotten that out of my system, I'm gonna dive right into my favorites. I'm gonna start out with a few lip products that I'm loving, and two of them I'm wearing on my lips right now. The first one is by Nars, and it is their Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in Bollero. It is a matte lip pencil, obviously, and it's a super fluorescent kind of coral shade, and I have it on my lips right now. It's really matte, but it's not drying, and I find that it's super pigmented and perfect for spring if you can pull it off. I know it's a little bit bright and it might not be everyone's flavor, but I kind of toned it down a little bit with a lip gloss, which I'm going to talk about next. This is the Essence Cosmetics XXXL Shine Lip Gloss, and it is in Nude Candy. And this is actually a perfect dupe for Nars Cosmetics Turkish Delight, if not better actually, because it's way more pigmented and it shows up on the lips a lot more. I've spoken about Essence XXL Shine lip glosses in the past, I believe on my website, and I actually really like these lip glosses. They're very pigmented, they're very inexpensive. I think they're like $2.99, and this has become a new favorite for me. It's super pretty and it looks like this. I wish I had Turkish Delight to apply it next to it so you can see how similar they are and how much better this one shows up, and it's a fraction of the price, so love this. And on a sidebar, I've done the look that I have on my eyes right now and I will be posting it in the next week or so, so keep an eye out for that. This is a lip gloss I've loved for years and years, but I decided to rekindle my romance with it recently. It is the Revlon Super Lustrous Lip Gloss, and it is in Lilac Pastel. This is gorgeous. It is a pale lilac shade, and I don't know if you guys have seen the new Nicki Minaj Viva Glam lip gloss and lipstick duo, but this right here is identical to the new lip gloss that Nicki's come out with. I'd say it might be slightly darker, but it looks the same on the lips, and I really like it. Some people really hate nude pastel shades, but I really like them, so I thought I'd mention them. Onto a few eye products. I've fallen in love with Red Cherry's number 43s. I'm usually all over the Demi Wispies, and you'll know this because I use them in almost every single tutorial, but recently I switched over to the 43s. They're pretty similar, except they're a little bit bigger and wispier, and I can't get enough of them, so they're a new favorite. I've got the Wet n Wild eyeshadow trio in Walking on Eggshells. There's a brow shade, a crease shade, and an all over shade, and I absolutely love this palette for every day. One thing I wish is that these Wet n Wild palettes had more matte shades in them. That said, I really like it, and I've actually done a tutorial with this, which I will post in the next few days. I think this is a perfect everyday palette for all skin tones, and it's very inexpensive. It's like $3.99, and I've been using it more than my high-end shadows lately, and that speaks volumes because the one thing that I do invest in when it comes to department store products would be the eyeshadow category, so I'm loving this. And since I just mentioned that I wish the Wet n Wild palettes had matte colors, I really like Wet n Wild single eyeshadows. And this one is in Brulee, and actually it's an almost identical dupe for Brulee by MAC. And if you have been watching my tutorials for a while, you'll know that I use this on my brow bone and to clean up around the eye very frequently. Absolutely love it. It's very creamy, it has amazing payoff, and I think it goes well on all skin tones. So if you're looking for a new brow bone shade and you don't want to spend a lot, I would definitely pick this up. Although this doesn't have a matte shade, I like to just toss this into the mix. I'm currently in love with MAC's In Extreme Dimension Lash Mascara, and the only reason I know what it's called is because I kept the box so I can tell you guys, because you can't see the name anywhere on this tube, and so many people have issues figuring out what the hell this is called, so I kept the box specifically for this, and now I can throw it out. This is a pretty huge tube, and the applicator is fabulous. It's got like a million tiny little short bristles on it, so it really coats through every single lash and thickens and volumizes and lengthens and separates. The formula is great. I know that MAC doesn't have the best reputation for mascara from my knowledge. I know that a lot of people complain about MAC mascara because they say that it flakes or smudges or transfers underneath here and gives them raccoon eyes, but to be honest, I think they've taken that into account and switched up some of their formulas because this doesn't flake and it's absolutely amazing. When I was talking to the girl at the counter when I picked it up like 2 months ago, she had stated the same thing, that they had really kind of worked on it and this is probably their best mascara they've ever come out with. So far I'm really loving it. Onto some cheek products, and since I'm on the topic of Wet n Wild, I might as well rave about their blushes. These are such a steal. I'm positive there's probably a million different reviews about these on YouTube and on the internet, but I had to give my 5 cents. I'm gonna open them up just so you can see what they look like. This one is Heather Silk and it's a deep mauve pink shade and it is completely matte. This is in Pearlescent pink and it does have a little bit of frostiness. It's a coral pinky shade and it's actually very similar to Orgasm by Nars. Then I've got Berry Shimmer, which is actually just a more reddish toned version of Pearlescent pink. And I'll put them side by side so you can see the difference. This one's a lot lighter and this one's got more berry tones to it. I'd say they're in the same color range, so if you're light skinned, I'd say to use this one, and if you're a little bit deeper skinned, I would say to use this one. And again, this is Berry Shimmer and this is Pearlescent pink. I think the blushes are like $3.99. Wet n Wild products are generally available at Walmart. And if you live in Canada, you can also check out Superstore if you have one near you. These have amazing payoff. I would recommend using them very light-handed. A little bit goes a long way. They beat out a lot of high-end blushes. The color range is okay. I think they could probably add a few more SKUs, but overall, amazing product and it is amazing value. So I'm really loving these right now. I've also been using the 10 color blush palette by BH Cosmetics. And you might have noticed me using it in a few videos. I think this blush kit is an amazing value. I don't remember how much I paid for it. It couldn't be more than $20. If you're new to makeup or you don't have very many blushes or you don't know what to choose, I would definitely recommend picking this up because it's literally got everything you need. It's great for beginners, it's great for intermediate or advanced makeup artists if you just need a blush palette to throw into your kit. The payoff is pretty good. I wouldn't say it's the absolute best I've ever tried, but for the price and for the color range that I'm getting, I'm very happy with it and I would recommend it to anybody that's in the market for some new blushes but doesn't know what kind of blushes to choose. I sometimes like to mix the blushes up and customize them to whatever shade I want. I'd say this is also a really great bridal palette, so if you're a new makeup artist and you're looking for a palette to have in your kit to do weddings and you want to build your kit up, I would definitely say to pick this up. There are some gorgeous shades in there for brides. Anyways, you can pick this up at bhcosmetics.com. I've got another MAC product this month and it is the Pro Conceal and Correct palette, and it is a 6 concealer palette. I think it comes in 4 ranges. Mine is medium, and there's a concealer for basically every tone of your face. You can mix and match. I just chose medium because although I'm fair, I'm not extremely fair, so the fair shades would make me look a little bit more washed out, but generally year-round I am medium tone. It's very customizable. I have 2 of these in my kit because I obviously work with different skin tones, and I find that 2 is enough for me. I don't think I would use these underneath the eye. I think they're specifically just for face concealing and contouring and highlighting. If you do want an under eye concealer, you can try the Pro Longwear, I believe. I was also asked on Instagram if this is only available in Pro stores. From my knowledge, I believe this is also available in regular stores because that's where I picked mine up. But if you're unsure, I would probably just call the location to double check so you don't waste your time going there. My next face product I've been loving is my Real Techniques buffing brush. I've been using this quite a bit in my videos lately, and I actually cleaned it for this occasion because I didn't want to look like a slob on here with dirty brushes for you. See, just trying to sweep you off your feet and impress you with these little things. I used to use my Sonia Kashuk flat top foundation brush religiously to apply my foundation, and now I've been switching it up by using the Real Techniques buffing brush, and I'm really loving it. I can't decide which one I like more, but I thought I'd mention this because it is a new favorite and I'm falling deeper in love with it every use. Mine came in a kit. I purchased it online on the Real Techniques website. I'm gonna link all the products that I talk about on my website with this video as usual, so I'll give you the website on there and the exact kit that I purchased it in, but I really like this. It buffs out my foundation, and if you're unfamiliar with the term buffing, it means that it blends your foundation to an airbrush finish. which is perfection, and it is what we all strive for when it comes to our foundation. So I would highly recommend this if you're looking for a new foundation brush. Onto a face product. It is the Neutrogena alcohol-free toner. I normally, to be honest, am not a huge fan of toner. I always thought it was kind of a waste of a step. The reason why toners are good is because they balance out your pH levels after you wash your face, they close your pores, and they get that last bit of dirt and oil off your face. The reason I like this one is because it is alcohol free, the scent is very fresh and clean. After I wash my face, I like to know that my pores are closed, because normally when your pores are open, they suck up dirt and bacteria that touches them. So having them closed is very beneficial to my skin. It feels nice and fresh on my skin, it creates a nice canvas for my moisturizer, and absolutely nothing beats the feeling of washing your face after you've just had like a ton of makeup on it. So this just enhances that experience, and I've been very happy with it so far. I think it was like $9 or $10 from just a regular drugstore. I decided to spice things up this month and throw a body product into the mix. It is the Vaseline Cocoa Butter Vitalizing Gel Body Oil with Brazilian nut and almond oils, and it looks like this. It's kind of like a gel oil formula, and I like to apply this on my skin after I shower. I don't know about you guys, but when I shower and shave my legs, I come out, I dry, and I turn into a snake. So this helps me avoid that issue. It absorbs into the skin beautifully. It has a nice cocoa butter scent, which I'm so into. It gives a nice glow to the body. I like to apply it on my stomach because I almost feel like it makes my stomach muscles look more defined. I normally like to apply this when I'm showering at night, right before I go to bed. My skin just sucks it up while I sleep, so if you don't mind basting yourself like a turkey before bed, I would definitely recommend this. I've got one hair product, and it is the Kenra Thermal Styling Spray. It is a firm hold, heat activated styling spray. And I want to mention this because I not only use it on myself, but I use it on every single client that sits in my chair. Although I'm a makeup artist, I do have to do hairstyling all the time, and my go-to is big, voluminous curls. Many people claim that their hair just doesn't curl, doesn't want to hold the curl, it goes flat after 5 minutes. And to be honest, when I use this, I don't have that problem with anybody in my makeup chair. What I do is I apply this to the hair first, I curl the hair, and then I actually pin the curl. And once the whole head is curled, I let it set until I'm done makeup. And once makeup is done, I take it out, and the curls are huge and voluminous, and they do stay throughout the entire photo shoot. It is heat activated, so you do have to curl your hair with a curling iron, but it also protects against heat damage. So it's like a 2-in-1, and I've been using it for honestly about 3 years. Kenra products are available at local salons or suppliers. I get mine from a supplier by my house, but I'm almost positive any salons and suppliers around your area probably carries it. This isn't so much a February favorite as much as it is a lifetime favorite, and it is OPI's nail polish in Mod About You. This is easily my favorite nail polish in the entire world, and it has been for years and years. I've gone through 3 bottles of this, and that's a huge deal in nail polish junkie world, because us nail polish hoarders purchase a nail polish and sometimes don't use it for like 5 to 6 months after we purchase it. So to actually go through 3 bottles is groundbreaking. I have it on my ring finger right now and on my thumb. I'll list all the nail polish that I used on my website, but this is gorgeous. It is the prettiest pink. It's a very baby pale pink, and I feel like it makes all hands just so flattering. It's also gorgeous when you add like little sparkles on your tips, and it also looks super cute on the toes. My next item is not beauty, hair, or skin related, but it is awesome related. Yep, just my new sleep mask, no big deal. I purchased this in February and I am absolutely obsessed with it. Not only do I look like a gorgeous zombie while I sleep, it also blocks out the light. I don't know if many of you suffer from sleep problems. I'm like an insomniac. Actually though, I'm pretty sure if I went to the doctor, they would diagnose me as an insomniac. The slightest little bit of light and I'm disturbed and I stay up all night, so this has helped, and I think it's also helped me more because I know that I look so badass while I sleep. I used to like tie pillowcases around my head to keep the light out, and then my friend witnessed me doing this and she was like, what the hell are you doing? You should just get a sleep mask. And then I ran into this. How sick is this though? Seriously. Thumbs up for zombie sleep masks. I got this for like $7.99 at one of those random really gimmicky shops. It was downtown Vancouver somewhere. I don't even remember where it was, but I'm sure you can find these online if you go on eBay or something and type in zombie sleep masks. Let's be real though, who wouldn't want to wake up to this every morning? So that concludes my February favorites. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you're proud of me that I've made it on time. As usual, I'll be posting all the products that I talked about on my website with this video. If you have any questions, if you want to leave me comments below about what you've used and what you haven't used, feel free to do so. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook if you want to get a hold of me. Thank you very much for watching as usual, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye!